Hey everybody, I'm Kelvin with IngramSpark, and today we're going to be discussing another course we've put together for you that covers everything you need to know about self-publishing. All right, guys, so within IngramSpark's free online How to Self-Publish course, you're going to learn how to self-publish a book with a better understanding of where self-publishing is today, the benefits of self-publishing, the book publishing process, and what you need to self-publish professionally. Now let's go ahead and take a quick look at the individual chapters that you'll be coming across. Chapter 1, what book publishing options are available? This chapter will cover all the different publishing options available to you as an author. We'll be focusing on 3 main topics in this chapter, those being traditional publishing, hybrid publishing, and self-publishing. Chapter 2, self-publishing versus traditional publishing. In this chapter, we'll be discussing the key points of comparison between self-publishing and more traditional publishing. We'll cover things like the type of creative control you have with each option, as well as things like competition, publisher earnings, and even distribution. Chapter 3, self-publishing tips for success. It takes an entrepreneurial spirit to achieve success in the world of independent publishing. And much like a successful CEO, you won't find people like this hiding behind closed doors, waiting to be discovered. So in this chapter, we'll discuss a number of self-publishing essentials, as well as how a combination of preparation and drive can help set you up for success. Chapter 4, how much does it cost to self-publish? With self-publishing, you support your work financially to ensure its success. The reason you do that is because as a self-publisher, you are also a business owner. And creating a quality and professional product allows you to achieve a better financial return later. So here we'll break down the tangible costs you can expect to encounter as a self-published author. Chapter 5, how to set publishing goals. Goal setting is incredibly important when it comes to being successful as an author. It makes you think very carefully about what you want to achieve, why you want it, and what you're prepared to sacrifice to get it. Also, when you track your goals, you'll feel satisfied knowing that you're making positive moves in the right direction. So in this chapter, we'll give you some of IngramSpark's best tips for authors when it comes to goal setting. Chapter 6, protecting your book from copyright infringement. The first step to protecting your work is understanding what your rights actually are. So in this chapter, we'll discuss everything you need to know as an author to protect your book from copyright infringement. Chapter 7, ISBNs for self-publishers. If a title doesn't have an ISBN and it's not registered in an ISBN database, then there's no way for people in the book business to know about it, including both online and brick-and-mortar retailers, distributors, wholesalers, and even libraries. So in this chapter, we'll break down exactly what an ISBN is and why it's so important for self-publishers. Chapter 8, understanding the book publishing process. Authors unfamiliar with the book publishing industry can often stumble on their path towards publication. By having clarity on the function, purpose, and order of the book publishing process, authors can approach this path in a much smarter way. So in this chapter, we'll give suggestions on how you might want to tackle each step along the way, as well as who you can enlist for help. And finally, Chapter 9, how to start a publishing business. One thing most indie authors come to realize is that they're not just publishing a book, they're starting their own author business. So in this final chapter, we'll cover everything you need to know about getting that business going and headed towards success. And there you have it. There's a brief overview of what you can expect to see in IngramSpark's online How to Self-Publish course. And again, remember that it is a free online publishing course, so we hope you'll take full advantage of it. Because IngramSpark believes in your publisher education, and that's what makes it more than a printer and book distribution partner for authors and publishers. It's not just a self-publishing platform, but an entire self-publishing experience. So go ahead and get started with IngramSpark's online How to Self-Publish course, and until next time, we'll talk soon. Bye.